This controller main has a really bad mindset. What I mean by that is he just does not have enough confidence in order to go for kills. There's a lot more than toxicity when it comes to mental, and in this video we will be covering all of that and how to get better at it. So if you guys are trying to work on your mindset in Valorant, then this video is for you.
Like, we should win every game, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You should just play. This is why Clove sucks is kind of DFU. The ideal thing for Clove would be have a Killjoy, because Killjoy can place a turret and then you can just play off the turret and then play the lettuce.
Kevin or Breakable or
Breakable here and maybe
trying to play off.
Yeah. It's harder for you to be. You can even be like right here. Then just smoke the turret and then just play off of it. Okay, you kind of cleared that wrong. What you want to do is you want to go low and then up. So like full clear lower, then go up and flick up. I'll show you Haven because this is the best example. Is like you want to clear this box and then instantly flick up to the Heaven angle. So you want to like quick clear flick.
Yeah.
And then that's what you should have done here. People also do this, like, they don't really know how to clear mound, which you'll probably clear mound the wrong way because you did that the wrong way. But people kind of just walk around this and they don't do the flick bottom, go top. So what you were doing was, so over here, you were, what is this? Nice.
I was just clearing there and then up and then down.
You didn't full clear. It should have been like
carbon.
Then instantly flick. That was kind of fucked. But
diamonds.
So here, how you're supposed to take the mound fight is you peek and then you go up. Peek, go up.
Diamonds.
Go up. Like instantly flick. But you probably just go like that. I don't really know what you do. It's either you go like you just watch under or you go.
Okay.
So yeah, the original thing is you peek, you instantly flick. And then this one would be the same thing. Peek the commons, you like normally slice it. I would just clear it like that, to be honest. Just slicing the pie how you're supposed to.
And then just flick up if there's someone.
Yeah, something I actually noticed that everyone in that scrim was doing yesterday, which was really triggering me, is the way you guys sliced the pie was completely wrong. Every single one of you did it wrong. You're supposed to slice the pie with jiggle peaks. No one was doing that. You guys were just doing it like this.
Bro, because I don't know. I was originally picking that up, but then I just stopped because I would keep dying while doing so.
Because there's three things why you would die. Jiggle peak. This is why I was asking you actually. Do you remember the game? Do you slice the pie for information or for a kill?
Both.
No. Well, a little bit. You slice the pie for info, which helps you get a kill. So when you do it with jiggles, jiggle peaks are for info, right?
Yeah.
So what you're supposed to do, like pretend there's a target right here. Okay? So you're supposed to do, you clear all your other angles. I see someone, I back up, I jiggle more, I go wide and I crouch. That's what you're supposed to do. It helps you get a fight. So whenever you see someone while jiggle peeking and clearing, you need to just back up and like jiggle. Because the entire point's a jiggle. You're not supposed to be like, oh, I see someone. No. You go like this.
Okay.
Oh, I see someone. I'm backing up. Crouch. Okay.
And then you crouch peek it. So okay, I see.
You're not technically supposed to do this smoke. It's supposed to be here.
Oh.
And then also don't do two smokes. There's no reason to shuffle.
Yeah.
Because there's no one out. You like using okay. Yep. Okay, the reason I said was because you have no reason to peek that because your Vise is peeking first. So what you could have done is you could have played here.
Vise.
Yeah, play off Vise. I mean, you could have done this and held that line and then Vise play off you. Or like since Vise sees them faster because he can look into mound, then you could play here. And
I don't know. I think in like certain situations, like it's just impossible to play either off them or have them play off you.
I promise you, you learn that jiggle peek clearing thing, and you learn how to take your fights, you could be like at least immortal. Because that's like the last step. Because all the way to immortal, it's all mechanics, and if you wanna
go fight side.
You wanna master your mechanics at immortal. Because at immortal 2 is when people start actually being good at the game, and they learn how to like take space, use util, blah blah.
Actually doing stuff.
Yeah, with a team. You don't need teammates right now. Until you get to Immortal 1, it's all about who has better aim, who has better movement, and then whoever has the best movement goes up to Immortal. That's really it. Another thing that I forgot to mention with the jiggle peek thing is a lot of people always think like, oh, what if I'm jiggling because it takes too long, and then there's someone that swings here. This is kind of like a tragic example because there'd be a smoke there. But let's say you're jiggling an angle and then someone peeks. What you're supposed to do when you jiggle peek is you take a break. You just like, okay, I peeked it, that's clear. Peek it again, okay. And you could jiggle the same angle multiple times and wait for him to peek. And then it's kind of harder on this map, but whatever. It's better on Ascent because you know Ascent when you're going into B, there's like the CT has like 2 pillars. One could be on like
Yeah,
the left, right?
they could either be they could be on either side.
Yeah, something that I always do is I jiggle bigger over time. So right now it's like a short jiggle. I could go
And then
farther and then
Yeah,
bigger, like
because
that.
once you clear that, you
Yeah.
just like
Usually
I see
you would
what you
clear the array because this is a bad example. Okay, you need to have better intention on what you're doing because a lot of the times I see you like, for example, when you're gonna break the breakable door, you don't really think about what's gonna happen if they go somewhere else. Like, okay, I'm gonna go B and I'm gonna smoke here. But at the start of the round, you need to think, what happens if they break breakable, they dog me out, they nade me, they flash me, where am I gonna go? You know what I mean? It's like, what happens if they break it? What happens if they go C? You need to do that every time you peek as well. Like, okay, what happens if I get blinded here? Do I have an out? So when you peek this out, like, all the way over here.
yeah, that there's really no way I can get out, and I'm
Exactly.
basically committed to that fight.
But you have a smoke. So what you could have done is you could have smoked and, like, probably, like, right here. And you could have been back sight and you could have held it. But it kind of just gives them sight and you could have held that. There's always options. Here, like, you just went wide. Okay,
Too
another
wide.
thing, I wouldn't even have shot the drone. That drone already got its info. He already knew
Yeah.
you were there. Just hold, because you know someone's gonna peek behind.
Because I would have ended that fight quicker, and then I would have been able to get out. That's probably. Because he
Another
swings
nice
like.
little rule. I always take like 4 seconds before I overheal this flow. Like always, 90% of the time. Because like, what if there's no one peeking? I just got no value off of it. I could have just relocated instead. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
always take time after you. Like I know you said you play Reyna. When you get a orb, when you get a kill, just take your time, realize what's going on, and then heal or then dismiss. I wouldn't. I know you're trying to rotate, but for like future reference, never hold this when they're like that, because when they swing out of a smoke there, what do you
They're
think the first
swinging
angle
either.
they're gonna clear?
They're gonna swing like.
Wow.
Can't point it out, but they're swinging like way wider. Yeah, I was holding the smoke itself and not like the wall, like where they would actually swing out from.
What I always do, I always hold smokes in front. People think it's so stupid. It's not. You can dodge flashes way easier, and then
Yeah, and they're not expecting that.
Yeah, because they're gonna go swing out like this, because this is where all the angles are. Or I doubt they're gonna swing like that, but if they do, it's whatever. Because like, usually they swing wherever the more angles are, so they would swing right like that, and then it's like. But like, I always just hold smokes like this. It's just I wouldn't have swung the smoke again. Like if you kill it. It's a 2v1 now. What I would have done is I would have just ran here after the raise and done what I told you to do. Great.
Yeah.
There's no reason
was
to
just
fight this. Look at your team. Okay. Every smoke forces out utility, whether it be a drone here or a Reyna blind. So you need to
'Cause
get
they need
out.
that clear. Yeah, they're not just gonna dry swing that.
Yeah, I don't like the angle you're playing because you don't have an out. Okay, now
I
you're
should be
back.
playing.
Wow.
Oh.
Only time I...
That's not even your fault, but like you should have been playing more back and not like with an out.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, I want you to look at your crosshair after you got like
Yeah, I mean,
this Sova kill. Look how you're looking at a wall. I don't know if that's your hack client going off or you're just being silly, but just chill out. Instead, like, you always want to get one kill and get out. Okay, boom, you got 2. Just group up behind the wall, figure out what's going on, where he's
Wait
at.
for the
I mean, he
win.
could be on C and you just popped your heal. You have no idea.
I was just
Yeah,
running
you're
it.
going on another heater, but just back
And
up
there we
and
go.
reset more. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, real quick. You know how like whoever has the more distance between their mouse and the target like win or loses every single time because they have to make more of an adjustment, right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Okay, when you're standing right here, that's literally the same angle he's already pre-aiming. So you're not really making
I
much
just-
of a difference. What
yeah, it's not
I
really
would have
much of
done
an
is
off
here
angle.
because now it's more of like. Well, first
I was
off,
just
this is-
worried because then I would be exposed to like both, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
If
The
you're gonna
people
play a one and
on
done,
the
I
other
would have
side.
just played here wider, because now his adjustment is. Ah, huge.
I just
flip.
felt like there I could just easily like more adjust to the person who's like right next to rubble. Like it's just easier for me to like not get insta traded off and then have a chance at like killing someone else.
I feel like you could take fights better wider here too. Then you could have like isolated more ones. Because with this angle, you're like this one on rubble right here. You're fighting like all these at once, kind of. Because you can't really isolate it because the other guys can see you. You know what I mean? Like if you're back here, you kind of see you like here. Then you kind of just figured that out the hard way when you're fighting this guy. This guy swung. But I feel like if you were over here, you could have just done your like jiggle peeks. You could have fought the angles, backed up and held one. Like I wouldn't even hold that, bro. You gotta hold angles differently too, because like these also need to be jiggles, just like the way you would clear. Because holding this, come on, you pre-fire that every time you swing into it. But yeah, I mean, I would have just jiggled still for info. You jiggle for info, not a kill. So then your duo can't get mad at you for taking a fight, because you're not taking a fight, you're just getting info. Then once you have the info, you can take the 50-50, and then you can back up and just play your... You didn't have smokes. So.
Scrim.
I would have taken more time, because look how you're already kind of like adjusting.
Yeah, I just picked him without resetting my aim.
Reset. That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah,
Oh, there
and
we
then
go.
here, that also needs to be a jiggle. This guy already knows where you are. He's probably already holding close. I would have just jump peek, jiggled, and then just go wide and crouch. You could have even like done like a crouch jiggle. That.
Look at that.
That's tight.
Ooh. See, think more about what your heal is. This is the intention thing. You think you kind of burned it.
Yeah,
And you
I
didn't
just
even
burn it because the
You
speed
didn't even
thing, I
lose
don't
that
know.
much util. You didn't even lose any health at all. Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
tight.
don't even need to peek this guy. I don't know. The speed thing only works if you're peeking, but you shouldn't peek this. You should just hold it, jiggle it, jump peek it. Wait, how did we die? Okay. Well, our little
Bad
toes
fight
are getting cold. You want to like, you just want to peek. Sweet. Just hold. Look at your team. You guys are all holding the same thing. I mean, you know what I would have done is just back up on this box and hold. Hold wide sometimes. Like, the reason this angle that I was telling you about earlier is really good is this Sova has to fully swing out before he clears you. So when you hold this box, he has to, like, fully swing out before he can, like, really clear you.
I mean,
which helps
after
your
that game,
team.
I would, with a different guy, like I would just set up a up down on that box, like hugging that box.
Like this? Oh, yeah.
No, like on the stairs. Like, if you go down, I would hug the box and like, yeah, like around there, and then I would have myself behind, like, and we would just hold it up down.
Oh, that's cute. But there's like a 70%. Okay, so like when you're holding, you have 70% chance at winning. 50%. They have 30, and then if they flash, then they have the advantage. Or if they get info. That's why I keep telling you to jiggle, because
Isn't
like I said earlier, whoever's holding has the advantage. 70-30. So when you're peeking, you have like the disadvantage because you're peeking into their crosshair. But the only way to get the advantage back is with info, and that's why you jiggle peek for info. Like, that's what I was saying. You win like every single time you clear if you just jiggle on the site. And if you want practice, like, you might think like, oh, I see someone here. I need practice killing them. No, you just jiggle up. And if you want, get a friend and he can hold on site or something, and then you just practice scaling onto it. Like if someone held like right here, right there, and you would just practice.
I got you, Colin. Let's practice.
All the way from mound. Just get in your head the intention that I'm doing this for info. I'm gonna get out when I have my info, and then I'm gonna play off of it. Whoever, like at the beginning of every round, the defenders have the advantage.
Oh, you said the defenders have more of an advantage?
That was cute. Yeah, because they're holding, and whoever holds this game has the advantage. This game doesn't have Peeker's advantage.
I thought Peeker's advantage was the thing. That's why I was so...
No, in this game it's...
Oh, wait, no.
Because... Yeah, because this game's on a horizontal axis, which goes left to right. Very ever you're aiming, like, multiple different spaces. You're only aiming left and right. So in this game, whoever has the biggest line with their, like, target... Okay, pretend the target's on the yellow, and then your aim starts red. Whoever has the biggest line loses, like, from the target. Yeah, whoever has to make the adjustment farther, when you're slicing the pie, you're making multiple adjustments at once. For example, If you're going here to clear this guy, you have to flick up for this guy. So you always have a big line when you're scaling, right? So that's why the holders, the literal holder just has to hold this and just click. They barely even need to move their mouse, if at anything. So whoever, I don't know. That's why defenders have the advantage, because all they have to do is hold. I always say there's 3 rules if you want the advantage. So holders have like 70% chance of winning. Attackers have 30%. So you need to gain the advantage. There's 3 ways. You gain it with a teammate, utility, or information. And when you're scaling, that's why I say jiggle, because that's for information. So that's why I always say you're supposed to slice the pie with jiggle peaks so you can get out, because you're doing it for information, not for a kill. And you play off of the information for a kill. So like that's why I always say like get a teammate to double peek with you, and then you have the advantage. Or you get a piece of utility like a flash, or you throw a smoke, or you do a drone, then you have the advantage again.
I have this bad habit where I just flick. Like,
yeah, I see that. It's because you're trying to reset, but you reset. You can reset. Here, if you get in the habit of jiggling, that's gonna fix, because you're gonna go back to reset.
I think, okay, honestly, like, at this point, should I just play lower sense to, like, prevent that, or?
No. You should never change. Well, I mean, you can. I don't know. It's not bad. Just stick to what you're used to, because right now, part of mastering mechanics is being consistent with them. Another thing that might be stopping you from getting a lot of kills while you're clearing it with jiggles is you're kind of just clicking your movement keys like randomly, and you're not actually thinking about how you're clicking them, if that makes sense. Like you're kind of just autopiloting your strafe keys. Just have purpose behind everything you do.
Over here and pretended
so
to
with
be
your strafe
sure I'll be
keys,
able to tell
instead of just clicking them like this and making like 0 effort, just actually think about what you're gonna clear. Like, okay, I want to clear this angle next. I'll go out in. You know what I mean?
I'm just kind of doing it to do it, but not with like an actual intention.
You don't even need to think about the way you're strafing. Just think about what you're gonna clear next, and your brain will do it. Like, okay, I want to clear this. Boom, 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 and then you want to start short clearing more, which is just like aiming away from the wall and then just going like that. In these areas where, like that, for example, you don't need to look at the wall there. You don't need to jiggle there because you don't have cover. What you need to do instead is you need to just hold away, like 2 to 3 heads away from the wall. Like that. And then you start hard clearing. But you need short clear. Okay. Yeah, short clear is for off angles. So like if you, for example, if you know someone's back sight, but you don't know exactly where he is because he has legs, right? He could just move. And you don't obviously want to like aim through the wall and pre-aim and hard clear him if he's going to be right here. So what you do instead in any of these situations, you slice it like that. You hard clear common angles, you pre-aim, you shoot. That's hard clearing. Short clears is away from the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come.
It's like anywhere in here. Like you see how you just pretend your Reyna isn't here and just cleared it off for you, but like see how you just aimed instantly here? You didn't clear any of that. That would be a short clear. Nice, calm. Okay, real quick, get in the habit of always holding wide. You hold wide, but you like not wide. You hold like wide, but you don't hold like wide. Hold like a little bit wider than that. Like maybe like over here. And even when you're, let's say you're flicking between angles, always flick a little wider too. Like, say you're over here and you're holding wide, then flick over here wide. Because it's always better to hold wide in this game because it cuts the distance. Like if you're short,
the thing is when you get into higher elo, don't they just like swing really tight?
Yes, no.
That's the thing. That's why.
It's kind of what I'm teaching you right now to do. They jiggle, then go wide. But because
but when I'm holding,
makes them look at the wall. When you're holding, like, do they normally hold like shorter? No.
Just normally, I'm just getting crouch peaked very tight.
Yeah, when they're in this and higher, how they hold is like this. They click A and D out of the angle. So they do this for info. And then how many times have you've seen someone jiggle and then they just tap you like that?
Yeah.
It's because they see the info and they know that they're pre-fireable here and you're not going to hit a shot if they're jiggling. Like it's very unlikely that you're going to kill them while they're jiggling mid-jiggle, especially if they do it like back here.
Unless if I have like God reaction time.
Exactly. So I would just hold wide and when I'm clearing because I don't know if they're gonna go wider, and plus they're doing it for info, so I know I'm not gonna get a kill. And they do it to bait your crosshair here. Then they go wide and then they cut the distance, and then you just lose because, like, you know, they're already aiming at you. So
Yeah.
I always get in the habit of flicking like wide instead of short. And even if they short clear, the distance is way shorter than if you were to clear here and he goes wide. Then like you're flicking there. If you just hold in the middle,
Boom.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cut short no matter what. The only game sense you really need to know now is really focus on what they have to do too. So you obviously know now.
So like pattern, like recognizing.
No, but more for like mechanics. So
Ah.
you realize now the last round was perfectly played, like to an extent. What I mean kind of is you know that the person who's holding has the advantage, right? Now you know that now. So the only other thing is forcefully hold instead of peeking. So right here, you did
I
fine
peeked
on
the
the killjoy. That was a
killjoy,
nice kill. You could have just kept holding it. That's the only game sensing I would really change is force them to have the disadvantage. So figure out what they're peeking and how they have a disadvantage.
Kind of
that
like
you can
force
play
them to
off of.
commit to a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Commit to a fight that you have the advantage to. Another thing you need to prove game sense wise is your intention on things. Every time you fight, think of a way out. When you're jiggling angles, you'll realize, oh, I don't even need to think that hard. I always go out now because I'm jiggling, right? So it'll teach you that. But even when you're taking a fight, I always have like a little mental thing in my head where I 3, 2, 1 for myself. I say like 3, 2, 1 when I peek. Because it helps you get ready for the fight. So think about how you're gonna fight at the beginning of the round. Think about the round before it happens. Think like, okay, I'm unbreakable. I'm gonna smoke here. What happens if they break breakable? I'm just gonna back up here. Or if you have a teammate that has a judge here, be like, okay, I'll just go play with the guy who has a judge. If they go C, I'll go over here. I'll smoke and then I'll hold this. Because like you can't obviously predict the whole round, but you can be ready for it. And there is like, you just need to be ready for things. That's the entire thing, including when you're peeking and clearing. Think constantly about what util do I have. When you're resetting, think about, okay, my teammate has a flash. I could tell him to flash and I'll peek. And if it doesn't work, I'll just go back up. So
Drop in a smoke.
got my smoke. You know what I mean? That's
so
really it. Welcome to Cryptic Coaching. This is our professional coaching program where ranking up is 100% guaranteed, with in-depth coaching breaking down agents, fundamentals, and more. One-on-one personalized coaching with just you and a coach. Group interactive classes where we break down hundreds of topics.